live food, and sometimes you eat both.
Their dull coloring allows them to blend into the murky depths. And though it is generally a slow-moving fish, the six-gill can put on bursts of intense speed for short periods. It's unlikely anyone has ever gotten close-ups like these before of this unearthly species. It is an extraordinary moment. Bob and Peter have photographed 7 individual six-gill sharks in 70 feet of water. The researchers have packed up and gone home. Now it's time to put Shark Sonics through its paces. But it will be facing some stiff competition. The bait box is still down there. Shark Sonics will have to be more attractive to the sharks than a free lunch. And the device will be competing with the din of the bay itself. The noise generated by commercial freight and ferry vessels could overwhelm Shark Sonics' low-frequency pulse altogether. Bob places the device near the bait box. This way, if some six-gills do enter the area, they will have to make a choice. Now, all Bob and Peter can do is wait. For almost an hour, they wait. But their lonely vigil goes unrewarded.
We're gonna have to wrap our game up here.
There's not a six-gill in sight. Cold and discouraged, they head for dry land, leaving the device on under the pier, just in case something gets interested. After all the six-gills they saw earlier, it's been a disappointing trial run for Shark Sonics.
And so the epic of the six-gills continue.
After dinner and hot showers, they come down to take a last look at the video feed coming in from under the pier. And what they see comes completely out of the blue. This six-gill could very easily have gone for the tasty morsels in the bait box, but it went for the sound instead. Bob wasn't there to film it, but he's gotten the results he needed.
I was very excited to see the shark come in and nudge the Shark Sonics and push it around a little bit, and I think it could be working. I think we need to go try it out. I think we need to go try it out with white sharks where there's no bait in the water. That would be the proof.
But before they head to Guadalupe, Bob needs to add one critical refinement.
We want to be able to turn it off and turn it on so that we can attract sharks, and then when they get excited, they get too excited, we can turn it off and let them calm down and, take some pictures.
Because the shark has so many ways to sense its prey, there are also a number of ways to attract it. Steve Kajura has been working on a device that emits an electromagnetic signal, which appears to attract sharks by stimulating their ampullae of Lorenzini.
Both Bob and I are working on shark senses, but we're dealing with very different senses. Whereas he's looking at acoustics, I'm looking at the ability of sharks to detect electric fields, and these are very different sensory modalities. Whereas one is actually listening to sounds in the seawater, the other is actually detecting voltages.
But using sound to attract sharks has one distinct advantage. Because a sonic pulse can travel great distances underwater, Shark Sonics will probably be able to call sharks from far away.
All right, turn the switch on.
It works. So is this exactly what the shark will hear?
You're ringing the dinner bell for them, and they're curious. That's all it is.
But then they're going to have no dinner waiting for them there except us, Bob. Did you
Well,
not think
then
about
they
that?
have to smile towards the camera.
The next morning, the team prepares their boat, the Pacific Quest, for the long journey to Guadalupe. It's loaded with state-of-the-art camera equipment.
Zoom works, focus works.
And an unusual kind of scuba apparatus.
With this rebreather, I can stay underwater up to 11 hours. It's pretty painful to stay underwater for 11 hours, and the maximum I want to stay underwater is about 4. The real danger is that you don't watch your gauges, you get excited about doing something, and your oxygen level goes down, 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 and then all of a sudden you pass out because there's no warning of having too little oxygen. Your vision just goes chit, chit, and then you get black.
It is a grueling 40-hour trip from San Diego to Guadalupe. Plenty of time for Bob to wonder what awaits him at journey's end. Shark Sonics might not call the sharks in. There might not even be any great whites at all. But Guadalupe has been one of the few places in the world where these creatures can easily be seen.
Guadalupe is special because the visibility here is very good. You have clear water and you've got lots and lots of sharks. It's going to be the new white shark capital of the world.
The island is also home to a species that great white sharks would ordinarily feast upon. The northern elephant seal.
Hi, guys.
They're huge.
They spend most of their time in open ocean in thousands of feet of water, which is amazing for an air-breathing animal.
Amazing looking animal.
The white sharks are out here patrolling around, but once these guys leave and get out in the open ocean, they're free from the white sharks, I think. Some of them have some little round scars on them. Mm-hmm. Those are from cookie cutter sharks,
Oh, really?
which live in deep water.
So it just takes a chunk out of
It
them?
takes a cookie cutter shark, takes a little circle.
Huh.
You can see some of the scars.
But for reasons Bob can't yet explain, the great whites are leaving the seals alone. The answer may lie here, in Malaponi Cove, which fishermen call Tuna Alley. A shallow channel off the southern end of the island, where hordes of migrating tuna pass each year, and where both Al Schneppershoff and Harry Ingram had their close encounters with a great white. Bob will try to get the shots he wants without risking a dive at Malaponi Cove, a place that has so often been alive with white sharks. They drop anchor off the northern end of the island. Now Bob needs a fast way to gauge how many great whites are in the area. A little bit of chum should do the trick. No sharks means they'll have to search out another spot to deploy Shark Sonics. Too many sharks is asking for big trouble.
Bob, if something were to go wrong, what do you do as a diver out there for protection?
This is my personal favorite. I used to swim with one of these for quite a while, thinking that any time now the big great white shark's going to come out and get me. This is called the Easy Loader. It takes a special shell, and you drop it in here, and then when this hits the shark,